this is Janavastai. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to review episode 3 of House of the Dragon. I'm a little bit late this week. Honestly, I was kind of confused because many things have happened in that episode, and I was kind of jealous. Many reviews have come out and reactions, and on the titles, they kind of like tried to compare with Game of Thrones, and I've tried to ignore all of these videos but I've been kind of jealous because I also would like to see all these connections between House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones, and I cannot recognize them because I'm so behind with Game of Thrones and very much in the beginning, so many things I cannot catch really, and it's impossible for me to make connections. So I'm kind of jealous, but I was able to make one connection in this episode. I was kind of excited when that happened, but I was frustrated because I cannot really make more of those. I would say this episode was very beautiful episode. It was very concentrated and focused on one thing: initiation of both characters, which are the most important characters, which are Damon and Rhaenyra. So I will say that it was an initiation process for them, first of all, because of two reasons. So first of all, Rhaenyra was initiated and chosen as the queen by nature, and the second one was more like a reconfirmation of Damon's power and bravery and valor in battle. And I will say that the blood symbolizes that initiation. It's like a baptism, being baptized. Instead of holy water, it's blood on your clothes, on your face, on your head. So it's definitely a form of initiation process. And also rebirth, I would say. So we see a lot of blood in here, and it's mostly focused on Rhaenyra and Daemon. Their shots, create a great parallelism, and I caught that, and it was beautiful. And I think that's really pretty much summarizes the episode for me. I think that part of the episode was the most interesting, and that parallelism was the most interesting part of the episode. The section in which she fights the animal. So she is that particular scene reminds me of Robert Baratheon's death. So I thought that was a nice touch, a nice recall to that scene and how he died and how she survived instead, and how she was chosen as the queen by the stag that they were looking for to kill, and they couldn't find, and he revealed himself to her, and she decided to spare him, to spare nature, who has chosen her as the queen. The imagery itself was beautiful, and I thought was very much a recall of season 2. This episode in particular reminds me of season 2. Right now, I will say overall, this show is reminding me of season 2 of Game of Thrones, and like I said, just because of the themes and the imagery, yes, I will say that. I guess that also the scheming, the politicking, as they call it. Like I said, reminds me of that stage of Game of Thrones right now. I'm not sure about the rest, but definitely that season in particular. Um, Yes, and I thought Aegon the second was kind of cute. I cannot wait to see the adult version that we talked about. I'm in love with this actor that's going to play Aegon the second. I'm an absolute fan. It's going to be very hard for me to hate on him, but there has been many misconceptions because honestly, I've never seen and pictured Aegon the second as being evil. I always saw the Targaryens having both good and evil in them. Both of them have a resort for evil things, a resort for good things. So I think that's a pretty much a primary characteristic of the Targaryen family. There's not really an fully evil person in the story. And I found that very peculiar because that's a big change and distinction from Game of Thrones. If you think about it, Game of Thrones has very identifiable evil individuals, the bad people in the story, and in also the dragon, the only person that I will say is the most evil with the most malicious intent is Otto Hightower. But again, I cannot perceive him as evil as of yet. I can see him as a very calculative, very malicious, but he wants the best for his family. And who can blame him that he wants his grandson to be the king because that will assure security for his family and his daughter. So why not? I understand completely why we would do that. At that time, the scheming was ordinary and it was normal to fight for your own family. The problem with the Targaryen family is at this point they see themselves as a whole family, but as soon as they become the Hightower get involved, of course, and they're part of the royal family. The families are kind of split in two. The Targaryen family is no longer unified and firm together because, like I said, it's split into two. And like I said, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought the connecting point with Robert Baratheon was interesting. The Lannisters' appearance was beautiful, and like I said, I thought that it was not a coincidence that they put this connection with the Baratheons when they introduced the Lannisters as well. Like I said, there's a lot of connecting points with Game of Thrones and the houses here. The fact that a Targaryen is refusing the Lannisters, it's kind of like it's like a little like warning that of course they're no good for the throne or they're aiming at the throne. But Rhaenyra saw that coming and so that it was not a good match and they didn't have good intentions or the family or that particular individual. I don't remember his name, but that Lannister member, a family member that wanted to marry her, I guess. The fact that they all presume that she's not going to be queen, but Aegon second that he will be king. It's normal, I will say. I'm not surprised about that, but I am surprised that Viserys is still standing very firm in this and kind of like firm on his decision to keep Rhaenyra as his heir. So I thought that shows that he is brave and it shows his character that he truly believes Rhaenyra is the best option for to rule and I mean, it takes a lot of courage to do something like this in his position, knowing all the fights and battles and that are upcoming, and he knows there's going to be a lot of fighting about this. There's going to be a lot of turmoil, but he's still sticking to his decision. He's not going to budge. So I appreciate that of him, even though it's going to cause a lot of harm to his kingdom in a sense. I feel that Rhaenyra, in a sense, might have a selfish cause because he knows that her ruling will upset the kingdom, in a sense, and part of me cannot stop thinking of the fact that she is a bit selfish in pursuing the throne, knowing that no one wants it. And I understand that there shouldn't be any cause for not wanting it because it's discriminatory, but at the time they didn't do understand all of this. It was cultural thing they had. And she there was something that Rhaenys said that you need to know your place. The throne is not for us, and you cannot distort the the you cannot distort reality like this. You're going to upset and cause chaos, and I think that's going to cost more lives than you want to, and it's not going to be worth for you to seek the throne because there's not much you can do here. There's not much you can change. On one side, I like Rhaenyra that's fierce, that wants to change things, but on the other hand, I realize that she's a bit selfish because she knows she's not going to be accepted and she's willing to take the throne by force because she was chosen, knowing that it wasn't the right choice in the sense that it was not right. It's just that it wasn't right for the kingdom, because in reality, if it wasn't for this civil war, maybe the Targaryens will still be around, because as we know, Daenerys will be the last Targaryen. So yeah, so there won't be anyone after her. So uh, there's a saying there's a lot of killing that's gonna happen during the civil war, and I cannot help thinking that there's a little bit of selfishness in her and eager to become queen, more so than thinking of the goodness of the people. And and the realm, you know. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of this episode. I cannot wait for episode 4. So I'm not sure how many episodes are there for. I hope there's many. So I can't wait anyway to watch this episode, because what's coming, it seems very interesting. So I have no idea. They're teasing about like some type of starting relationship between Damon and Rhaenyra. I think it's a little bit too early. I think it's just rumors, or some rumors for with another guy, Kristen Cole, which is, I suspect it's going to happen. I don't know. They might suspect that she might have something with him, and maybe they suspect that Damon is involved. I don't know. I really don't know. But I can't wait to watch that episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.